shake that.
In the club, party rock. Looking for your girl, she on my jock, huh? Now stop when we in the spot. Booty moving weight like she on the block.
We're so happy to see you doing this.
Me
it's
too,
amazing.
actually. Thank you.
So we are here with El-Farouk. He's an amazing lawyer, an amazing community leader in the LGBTQ. How are you?
I'm well. A little warm, but good.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
So tell us about how you feeling to marry. I guess you want to be marrying some Muslim participants?
Actually, none of the couples I'm marrying are Muslim identified. Nobody. I did see on the list that there were some Muslim sounding names, but none of them have been assigned to me, and nobody requested a Muslim officiant. So that's okay, because I've been officiating marriages now for several years, and most of the marriages I've actually officiated have not been for Muslims.
Okay.
So I think that's the wonderfulness about where we are.
So going back to the Muslim religion. So what is going on with religion, and we're against LGBTQ rights? What do you think about that? Because many people has these issues with Muslims, right?
Yeah. So I think, one of the first things that we need to talk about is stereotyping. And there are 1.5 billion Muslims in the world. They're not a monolith. They don't all believe the same. They don't all think the same. They don't all have the same experiences. So I think recognizing that there is a diversity, but also acknowledging that some voices are louder than other voices, right? But in Muslim cultures, there has always been a diversity, and there have always been LGBTIQ people. In fact, there are narratives that in the house of the Prophet Muhammad, there were people who were gender nonconformist, and these were born men who actually had full access to women's quarters. And they were considered to be men without desire for women or effeminate men. So that diversity has always been there. But we're all victims of a growing social and religious conservatism around the world, regardless of which culture or religion you come from. And we're also all victims of colonialism, post-colonialism, colonization, poverty, and the creation of sort of capitalist market states where we're just commodities, right? And it's easier to categorize commodities. So I think it's really important to look at when looking at Muslims or any other community, looking at it within that larger social context. What I've been seeing in the last 20 years, especially in North America, is a growing conversation around queer inclusion. Right? And so I'm actually seeing straight people as allies. And our mosque is not a gay mosque or not an LGBTIQ mosque, it's an inclusive mosque. And sometimes there's more straight people there, but they're praying side by side, shoulder to shoulder with LGBTIQ people. Sometimes the person leading is queer. And so things are starting to change, right? And I was just telling somebody about how I was asked to officiate a marriage in Ohio in December, and it was a straight wedding. Right? It's a woman that I have known since the middle 1980s, and it's her second marriage, and she said, I can't think of anyone I would want to do this but you. And I was one of very few LGBTI people at the wedding. It was mostly a straight crowd, but she chose me. She asked me. So I'm starting to see those changes and that expansion and increasing acceptance within the community, in some circles anyway.
And is there any space here in Toronto where Muslims can come and pray and do their religion?
Yeah. So my partner Troy and myself and a woman by the name of Dr. Lori Silvers, 5 years ago we started the Al Tawheed Jummah Circle, which operates in Toronto as the Toronto Unity Mosque. And we've been functioning now for 5 years. We now have satellite communities in Vancouver, Montreal, Boston. We've just started Calgary and Seattle. And we have sister communities and organizations in places like London, England, South Africa, Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur. So it's a growing conversation. So certainly in Toronto, there is a mosque where people can come, which is LGBTIQ affirming. And which also welcomes a diversity of people. So people are welcome to bring their non-Muslim families, their non-Muslim spouses, their friends, and everybody's welcome in our space.
Now stop when we in the spot. Booty moving weight like she on the block.